Quick collective reading. At the bottom of the deck, we have King of Cups in reverse. You could feel manipulated by somebody right now. There might be somebody in your energy field that has recently broke your heart, or that person could be you. You might be afraid to let somebody in right now, or you might be in the process of reflecting on and processing a lot of heavy emotions. Two of Wands just came out. You're choosing between two paths, and the spiritual path goes in a spiral. So it's said that we circle back in a spiral pattern to circumstances that we've already been through and karmic situations we've always been through. And the purpose of that spiritually is so that we can experience it from a higher elevated space of consciousness. So you could be experiencing something like that, like previous karmic lessons. Now you're passing that karmic lesson with flying colors because you've evolved. All right, and then we also have Queen of Swords in reverse. So you could be keeping your emotions close to your chest right now, in a self-preservation mode. You could also be connected to lost civilizations or ancient civilizations in Egypt, or you're embodying the Cleopatra, Isis, kind of like this goddess energy right now. Let's see, blue and green is also active. So the upper chakras and the heart chakra is the most active at this time. And there's a white light that's passing through her body, which is a message for me saying that when we live from our heart center, that light shines outwards. And if you kind of like, I guess, got the message that if this was the collective, your light is shining like well past the collective, like just the regular everyday citizens who you're helping to awaken and enlighten. Also, what's interesting about this card is that we're ascending in consciousness. I feel like she showed up in reverse because we're all expanding, and as we expand in consciousness, so does the light on the planet, even in the darker realms. So you could be getting spiritual attacks. They could be more common at this time, especially if you're on that path to enlightenment, because those lower level dimensions, as we expand and rise in consciousness, we also, because the laws of duality, because duality is always exists, now the lower levels of hell are also getting worse and worse too. So I don't want to be on that side of the spiritual war, and our actions do have consequences. We just got out of Libra season, which is about truth and justice, and the karma that we set in motion will always experience that karma back on us. So be careful what we wish onto others. You may not consider yourself a witch or magical, but if you're projecting a lot of hatred with your emotions, and you're projecting a lot of hatred with your actions or your words, you're essentially casting spells on people, and it's not going to work for those of us who are divinely protected. But what is going to happen when you cast those kind of spells with your words and your thoughts and your deeds, you cast that spell upon yourself. Even if that person is affected by the energy of the words that you put out, people who are divinely protected are alchemizers. So we can take bad situations and things that happen to us and negative karma that other people throw at us, and we can alchemize that and elevate. So you're actually, crazy chills. You're actually helping people evolve faster spiritually when you are, mad at somebody because you don't want to grow karmically and you want to stay stuck in your ways, and somebody's been put in your life as a spiritual teacher and a mirror to show them what they need to work on and what part of their shadow self they need to awaken in order to evolve. If they pass on the spiritual lesson, it's all about our individual performance. That freaked me out. It's all about our individual performance on earth, and like what we choose to do with the energy that is happening. It's like we're all casting spells all the time with our words, our actions, and our deeds. And there's just no way around it. Like we're all affecting each other's like little ping pongs and swords that cross all the time, and lightning bolts and all that. So it's like we do have to be careful with our words. But when you're spiritually protected and then you're asking for God and angels and your spirit guides to protect you, you can take that negative energy and you can grow and elevate in consciousness with that. So for the people out there who, you know, think that they still have to extract revenge on others, or they haven't learned to forgive or to let someone go with compassion and to thank them for the karmic lessons that they taught them. If you haven't been able to release somebody in that way, you just keep attracting that experience back to yourself again and again and again. And all the time we're presented with these karmic cycles, especially during eclipse season. I almost feel like eclipses bring in fated events for people. So lessons that our soul signed up to learn before we even came into this lifetime and this incarnation, the lessons occur around the eclipse. So that's when we meet people that we're karmically connected to, and they all have the ability to elevate us and teach us something. But if we're not ready for that lesson, we'll just keep recycling those experiences, because the next karmic cycle is going to come back around, and it's going to be laws of Saturn. Saturn stops time and freezes time. So when we get those karmic cycles again, it's like we're presented with that situation, and it's like, have we passed our lesson? And if we choose to evolve and make the decision, like, yeah, I'm not going to sit in my comfort zone, I'm going to take a leap of faith, even though I can't see what's waiting on the other side. Am I going to take that leap of faith and believe that I'm divinely protected? If you're willing to take the leap of faith, you'll be rewarded with the abundance cycle. So abundance cycle is coming for a lot of people, especially after the 11/11 portal. So it could be within a few days. It could be by the end of the month. It could be definitely by the end of 2024 is the message I'm getting. I got crazy chills on my legs right now. So the people who have chosen to evolve during this karmic cycle, you have huge levels of abundance coming for you that you never imagined because of this energy, Queen of Swords. Like, you've cut through the demons and the bad experiences that you've been experiencing while you've been in Ascension. So now you're going to like the upper realms of 5D, if this is, you know, the split occurring for the people who have not chosen to evolve through those gates of karma, through the portals that happen now during all the new moon portals. The lower levels of hell are also expanding. That's not to create fear in anyone, but just kind of like telling people to do unto others what you would have done on yourself. Anything that you wish upon others or will upon others is, you know, what you ultimately will upon yourself. All right, we have Judgment in reverse. Let's see. Again, it's upside down, so it's like the portals. I am getting divine masculine, divine feminine. Doesn't matter about your gender, but we all have polarities, and we all act from those polarities. And it looks like the masculine and the feminine are both merging their polarities right now. So we're coming more into union with ourselves, especially as we've completed all these karmic lessons that we've set for ourselves in order to evolve quicker on this path. Because you can see that there's a red sun and then there's a white sun, and it looks like some of us is chosen the quick path to ascension, which involves a lot more karmic experiences, but we rise higher and faster so that we can be the leaders in the new earth. Crazy chills right now. But that we can rise in consciousness and be one to teach others. So these are the people who consider themselves light workers, that feel like they're being guided to teach, especially during Scorpio season, where we're being asked to shed what no longer serves us, and we're also entering like into a psychic portal. Look, in order to get to the gates of heaven, we have to cross through this underworld, which is what we're doing now. This is like red, Scorpio season. Black is the underworld, our shadow self, merging the shadow self. Divine masculine and divine feminine are both doing that, so we can walk in unison, so we can raise the consciousness on the planet. Let's see. Also, this doorway, it looks a lot like a mirror. So be mindful, like, what are people mirroring back to you right now? People cannot show you something that you have not projected onto the world. So sit with that. And that's nothing to feel shameful about. When you do attract certain experiences and behavior in your life, like, don't allow yourself to sit in those energies of guilt and shame, but rather see it as a divine activator for you on your progress to ascension to get there at a quicker rate. So triangle, I've been seeing a lot of triangles in my dreams. Let's see, we have a red and a pink. So the bottom triangle, something, I don't know, you're splitting from yourself right now. You're going to have a path or a choice that you're going to make. And I think some of the choices that we're going to make before the next full moon portal, so we have like a 2-week cycle portal period where at the full moon we'll decide what serves us, what no longer serves us. We'll have 2 options. So right now is just a time of exploration. And then this is also 3 of Pentacles, so it's like increase in our finances as well. So it's merging of purple, which is the crown chakra, the spiritual, with the material world, which is red, the root chakra, because this card is red at the bottom and purple at the top. So we are merging our physical selves, our physical reality with our emotional and our spiritual reality. So it's like as within, so is without, or I don't even know if I said that right, but like what's going on with us internally is what is going to be projected from us or to us from the external. So yeah, as we move into Sagittarius season, it's just important that during Scorpio season, especially the next 2 weeks, like we allow ourselves to sit with these energies, these really intense energies. If you're being called to sleep more, definitely sleep more, drink more, rest more. It's really important to rest right now because Scorpio season is really intense and draining, especially for empathic people. And then when we get into Sagittarius season, it's kind of like off to the races. You'll be off and running, and that's when I believe a lot of us are going to start really tapping into and seeing the results of those abundance cycles. So I hope this helps somebody. And if you want to book personal reading, go ahead into my Instagram, statementsbyalex, and message me on there.